purpose of this training is to explain component groups and components, which are the backbone of the AiM CPPM system. When you first set up a project in AiM, and it's a capital project, you need to use a budget entry worksheet. That's located on our standard forms and templates website, AiM CPPM Budget Entry Worksheet. The budget worksheet has two tabs. The first tab is a blank form that you can use. The second tab is an example of how to complete the form. As you can see, this form is organized by component and component group. These provide the backbone of organization for the AiM CPPM system. These are cost categories or cost codes. Some accounting systems use numbers. This accounting system uses component names and components, component groups and components. As you can see, the project manager has filled out the values or the budget that needs to be assigned to each cost category. As an example, under Architectural Engineering Services, component group, there's an abatement value for $110,800. The project manager will fill this budget worksheet out, leaving blank cost categories where there's not anticipated to be a budget, and the budget sums at the bottom to the total project budget. This form is submitted to the AiM accounting manager and entered into AiM CPPM. The AiM accounting manager will assign these budget values to these cost codes for your future use. Once the budget is set up in AiM, you'll need to begin assigning contracts and routing contracts to the AiM CPPM system. To do that, we use our routing form. The document routing form is located on the standard forms and templates website. The document routing form has a macro associated with it that you need to enable before you use the form. Click on Options, Enable this content, OK. That activates the macro which operates these pull-down menus. These pull-down menus are the component groups and components that we just went through. They are the backbone of organizing the AiM system. If you're not familiar with them or you need a quick reference, the component tree definitions are on the second tab. Again, this is just an outline of all the components and component groups that have been set up for AiM. So when you use the routing form, if you're wanting to assign a contract to, for example, abatement, Architectural Engineering Services would be the component group, abatement would be the component. On the routing form, you click Architectural Engineering Services, abatement. And when you route this contract, it will be assigned to that budget within the AiM CPPM system.